Have you ever wanted to create unique clothing to showcase yours or your child's personality? Well, today I'll show you how using one-of-a-kind custom knit fabrics. Hi, I'm Mandy with YouMadeSomething.com, and today we're making a little girl's high-low shirt using a pattern that is available for free on our website. A 10 to 14 ounce medium weight knit works well for this type of clothing. I will be using this custom sugar skull knit by Made Whimsy fabric. If you're not familiar with custom knits, you'll be amazed at the variety available in just about any theme you can imagine. This pattern was designed to be printed on 8.5 by 11 paper, then cut out and taped together. You should end up with 3 pattern pieces: the front, the back, and the sleeve. Don't forget to wash and dry your knit fabrics before starting any project. They have a tendency to shrink a lot. I'll be using a serger to sew this shirt together, and I have a twin needle installed on my machine for the hemming. You don't necessarily need a serger to sew knit fabrics, but you'll want to install a ballpoint needle on whichever machine you decide to use. If you're using a regular sewing machine, you'll want to select a small zigzag stitch. A lot of times knit fabric panels aren't quite long enough for your pattern piece, but that's okay. You can just take another piece of fabric and stitch it on to make it long enough. Now that we've stitched the 2 pieces of fabric together, we're going to press the seam open and stitch along both sides of it to keep it laying nice and flat. Now we're ready to cut out the pattern pieces. For this pattern, the pieces are cut on the fold, so if you're using a panel, you'll want to make sure the graphic is positioned how you want it. Now that our pattern pieces are cut out, I like to go ahead and serge all of the edges that will be hemmed. After that, we'll be ready to sew together the shirt. With the front and back right sides together, line up the shoulder seams and stitch them together. Now we're ready to sew on the sleeves. Take a sleeve folded in half and line the fold up with the shoulder seam. Take this over to your machine and stitch along the edge. Fold the shirt in half with right sides facing together. The shirt should look like it's inside out. Line up the sleeves and the edge of the shirt, and you're going to stitch along the edge and repeat this for the other side. Now we're ready to turn our shirt right sides out and hem the sleeves and bottom. To make the hem, you'll fold the edge under about a 1/2 inch and top stitch it down. Now it's time to sew on the neck binding. Cut a strip of fabric 2 inches by 17 inches. Make sure that the stretch is running horizontal on the strip. Fold the strip in half, right sides together, and stitch along the short edge. Fold the binding in half with wrong sides together. You may want to use pins or clips to hold the binding in place. Take the seam of the binding and line it up with the center of the back of the neckline on the shirt. Place the right sides together. Find the other midpoint of the binding and pin or clip it to the neckline of the center of the front of the shirt. Continue to pin or clip the neckline and binding together all the way around the edge. Now we'll sew the binding in place. The last step is to top stitch the neck binding so it lays flat. And now we're finished with a one-of-a-kind shirt your child will be excited to wear. If you like sewing, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit our website at YouMadeSomething.com and check us out on Facebook. Thanks for watching.